Yesterday, we talked about the tragic explosion near the Red Fort and the suspicious terror links tied to it. Today, let's dive deeper into some disturbing updates about this incident that shook Delhi to its core. The powerful car explosion on Subhash Marg Road is still the biggest news everywhere. We now have some more reliable information from our sources to share with you. So, what exactly is Jaish-e-Mohammed Andeh Group? And who was Dr. Shahin? And how was she involved in this explosion? This is Sasi from Filin Media bringing you the latest updates on this terror plots. Yesterday I have mentioned like there were 8 lives lost in this Delhi blast, but now recent reports tells us that the number of lives lost has sadly risen to 13 with about 25 people seriously injured. Most of those affected are being treated at Lok Nayak Hospital while some are receiving care at the AIIMS Trauma Center. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta has visited LNJP Hospital to meet the injured and make sure they get the best medical care possible. Earlier reports said the bomb car had 3 people inside, but newer information confirms there was only one person inside the car, and that is Dr. Umar. The Hyundai i20 car was filled with ammonium nitrate and fuel oil, making it a deadly bomb. Dr. Umar is believed to have been the suicide bomber. It is speculated that he panicked and triggered the explosion early after some of his fellow gang members were caught. There is also one more person involved in this plot, a woman named Dr. Shahin. It's shocking to think that doctors who owe to save lives have been radicalized and brainwashed to take their lives instead. These doctors from different places, but they are connected through social media, are led by Jaish-e-Mohammed and they plan their terror attacks online. So what is Jaish-e-Mohammed or JIM? Let me explain briefly. Jaish-e-Mohammed is a Pakistan-based extremist group. Their goal is to take control of Kashmir from India and make it part of Pakistan. JIM uses violent attacks like bombings and shootings to reach this goal. The group is secretly supported by Pakistan's intelligence agencies and continues to operate even though it is officially banned. And now coming back to this woman, she was arrested just a few hours before the explosion, that is around 2 p.m. on October 10. She was caught with an AK-47 and a lot of ammunition. This woman, Dr. Shahin, is said to lead the women's wing of Jaish-e-Mohammed. She plays a key role in radicalizing other women through social media. Interestingly, Dr. Shahin became an assistant professor after being selected through a service commission. But in 2013, she left the college she was working all of a sudden without proper notice. In 2015, she married a man named Zafar but divorced a couple of years later. After 2015, what she was up to was mostly unknown, a period of obscurity where her whereabouts were not tracked or documented. Then in 2021, she became associated with Al Falah University in Faridabad, Haryana, where she met Mozammil Shakil and Umar Mohammed. An important thing to note down here is all these 3 doctors, Mozammil Shakil, Umar Mohammed, and Shahin, have been working in the same university, that is Al Falah University. But this Al Falah University, they have strongly denied supporting or being involved with any terror activities. According to their official statements, the university said it had no involvement in the alleged actions of the arrested doctors, and they said they are ready to fully cooperate with the investigations. But this Dr. Adil Ahmad Ratar, he had worked in a different hospital in Uttar Pradesh, which is called as Vibros Hospital. From this, it seems that this terror network might be much larger. There's a question about any more doctors from the university linked to it. Over time, more truths will come out. Lastly, a question arises in the public mind. There were hints about terror attacks with suspects caught possessing ammunition and Jaish-e-Mohammed's activities noticed in Jammu and Kashmir. Could the police have been more cautious to prevent this? But just think, it is because of their constant surveillance and hard work that bigger attacks were stopped before they could happen. Let us stand together in support of our great nation, India. The Prime Minister and Home Minister have addressed that those involved in this blast will not be spared and they will be tracked down and they have to face the consequences. This incident only strengthens the unity and the power of the Indian government. While the police vigilance has prevented even bigger tragedies, it's important to ask what lies at the heart of this violence. Is it really about Kashmir? What were the reasons? Taking lives and attacking others can never be justified. No religion will support this, and no religion should ever support this. Thanks for watching. This is Phylin Media connecting you to the world.